It with Kailah on HB Radio.
Hey everyone, it's Kailah on Kickin' It with Kailah, episode number 2.
We made it.
I'm so excited to be here. Mikey's here, and we have a special guest, Shauniee Stylez.
Yes.
Hi.
A really special guest.
I'm so excited because this is my first real interview without being it. I mean, I've done an interview with Mikey, but this is my first one, like a real one.
Well, this is
And
my first interview.
So it's like we're taking each other's interview virginity right now.
Are we popping cherries right now?
I'm nervous. I'm not excited. Yeah, I'm about to get excited, but I don't know what the hell you're about to ask me.
Oh, we got some good
We have
questions. We got a lot of good ones.
A lot of stuff to get into.
Wait, Sean said if there's any questions that he is scared to
Don't
answer,
tell
doesn't
my
want
safe
to,
word. Don't
he
tell
has,
him.
He has a safe word.
I have a safe word.
Well, how am I going to know not to say it if I don't know your
If you
safe
answer
word?
me any questions I don't want to answer, I'm just going to say, I'm just happy to be here. That means next.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
happy to be here, so, you know.
Okay, so we're going to start off with an icebreaker. Are you ready?
Yes. Break me.
Sean, what is your favorite 90s cartoon?
Doug.
Really?
Yeah, he wears the
Patty
same
Ma-
shit every day.
Patty Mayo?
I like blondes.
True.
I don't know why I watch Doug so much. It's really not that great, but I just loved it. I like all the other shows were better, but Doug was like my go-to. Skeeter was my homeboy, so I'm a '90s baby.
You remind me of Skeeter a little bit.
Little something.
Actually, I could see that.
Yeah.
Little Skeety Ham.
Yeah.
Okay, who is your 90s crush?
Oh.
Same crush as everybody else. Take a guess.
It has to be either Topanga or...
Her and one more.
Kelly Kapowski.
Both. There you go. Duh. I mean, that's an easy question right there, you know.
I feel like every dude that I have on the show is going to say
I got her
the
T-shirt.
same thing.
Hold on, but we have one more icebreaker for you, and I think I know the answer to it. Who's your favorite 90s WWE wrestler?
The Ultimate Warrior. Shakes the ropes.
I already knew the answer. He got stuffed animals and dolls of them. It's great.
I always wondered, like, when he pees, how does he shake his pee-pee hammer? Like this. Like, is he like, ah? Or does he just give it, like, a little two shake and just let it drip?
What?
He had the real drip. The 90s drip before we had drip.
What?
You're a girl, Kailah. You don't know about the drip.
Hold on, but I'm wondering, who's Kailah's favorite WWE 90s wrestler?
I've never really watched wrestling before, but I did watch a documentary recently about a really big guy. Big one.
Really big guy. Oh, that guy with the muscles.
Really big.
With the oil on his body, that one. He had the knee pads and the elbow pads.
She watched the Andre the Giant
Oh.
documentary.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, we should have said the biggest of all.
Yeah, the biggest of all.
He's the world's largest wrestler.
I was a Stone Cold fan.
Yeah, me too.
Stone Cold.
I still try to give out Stone Cold stunners.
Yeah, honestly.
Ooh, what?
And RKOs, obviously.
I'm surprised you didn't say The Rock.
No, The Rock was more like early 2000s. He wasn't really 90s. But Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels were my two. But Stone Cold.
When they would play that music, I would literally want to dive out the window. That's how it was like, I would beat my sister up. She hated it. Yeah, I'd put it. Let me try this new move. Let me put you in this, and used to like literally do that shit constantly. And now she will remember that for the rest of her life.
I don't think she'll forget that.
She's never forget that.
I don't think a lot of people are going to forget you for the rest of their life.
I hope. That's why I'm here, for a legacy. I'm not here for clout or fame. I'm here for a legacy. When I die, I want to leave a lot of good stuff behind. I want a lot of people's lives to be changed. I want my son to be able to pick up at 18 years old and just man my ship. My ship should be on autopilot, and he should be able to just hop right in it and just go.
I've actually heard that a lot, so I took questions today for this interview from a lot of your MBM, Manboy Mafia people, and we'll get into what that means in a minute, but a lot of them did say that you changed their life for the better because of all of your positivity, so I think that's pretty sick.
Wow. Yeah. I still never get sick of hearing that.
Yeah.
Like, it gives me chills.
I got a lot of that today,
I get
which
little,
is cool.
little hairs on my arm. They dance.
They dance.
I'm human.
Like the guy, like the kind of thing
yeah,
outside
like
of the...
outside, yeah.
Okay. So where do we even start? You guys' friendship. So let's start there.
Well, I think we should start our segment. We have a segment called From the Ground Up. So
I was gonna get into that.
Well, I'm
after,
sorry, I jumped.
But I don't want to get there yet. 'Cause
Okay.
People need to know how you guys are friends.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well,
So me and Mikey met, we were like 15. He has always been hustling, always taking on as many jobs as he possibly can. And I happened to be a manager at a T-Mobile store at like 18 years old. Who would have thought that I would just be the boss? So what did I do? I hired Mikey to pretty much do nothing. He wrote music.
Sounds like me.
I paid him $500 a week because he was my boy and I loved him. And he would write music. And if I sold things, I'd put him in his name so he doesn't get in trouble.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
And we hung out in the mall, and that's what we did. People would come and bring us food and buy us Timberlands. And
we had girls buy us sneakers.
Yeah, it was like we were like the hit in the mall. We were right dead center by the escalator, so every person had to walk right past us.
You couldn't miss us. We were just standing there, just arguing, asking people if they want Bluetooth.
And since you really want to know, I'm gonna really tell some secrets. Mikey used to talk so much shit about my haircut, my highlights.
I did.
Why do you do that stuff? And I had spiky hair. Mikey was like real, like clean cut wrestler, like didn't do any of that. And then one day,
I just changed.
I brought him to the barber right down the street. He got a spiky haircut. Then all of a sudden, you never believe it. I'm just working. After giving me shit for like 6 months, he's like, I'll be right back. He comes back like 2 hours later and he has highlights in his hair.
I did.
And I said,
I put the cap through and they pulled my hair through the cap.
Imagine this. Now there's 2 idiots in the booth in the center of the mall. Flamboyant haircuts, spikes like this, and highlights in our hair. You know, this is like 2003.
Imagine how I feel when I hang out with you guys now.
I know.
Yeah, Mikey had the same haircut since he was 2. So he was against like, why do you do that? Why do you do that with your hair? Yep. But you know what it was? I'll tell you this. It was every girl that walked by and was like, oh my God, I love your hair. And then nobody said that to him. So he was probably like, well, fuck.
That's actually a question that I had for you. Like,
are we allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can say
anything. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's what it was that everyone was admiring my hair, guys, girls, old ladies, and he was just like, well, fuck me then. What about my hair? And then
so those of you that are listening right now, like live and not watching us on YouTube or anything, Sean has crazy hair. It's blue and purple. It's always different colors. Do you call that a mullet? I don't know.
Well, the past 3 haircuts I've had, for instance, before Jersey Shore,
exactly,
before the Gotti Boys, there was me with that haircut. So it almost became a form of torture when the shows came out because it was like, oh my God, you're a Gotti boy. Like, no, bitch, I'm twice their age and had this haircut for 8 years. Yeah. So I actually had to change my haircut.
I have a Shauniee secret.
So
this haircut is something I feel like no one can just, like, you don't want to look like this. I got a party in the front, party in the back, on the side. Like, I just let it go.
And you just don't give any fucks though.
No, I literally do my hair once a week and I don't touch it for the rest of the week. It just, whatever it feels like doing, it does.
I do have a secret. I mean, this is the MySpace days. Sean used to have one photo where he had his stomach out and he had abs.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I would like to see that.
There really is a photo out. He was laying on a computer chair and he's like this with his tongue hanging out. And he had abs, a full 8-pack.
Little soccer body. I was fit.
I'm gonna get that picture and put it on my story.
I'm sure it's on Google Images.
We gotta find it.
I hope not. I have the picture.
No, but what makes you so confident though? To walk around and just.
My personality.
Yeah.
That's really what. It's like, I don't know. I've met so many shitty people my whole life. So many lame people that just. I don't know, and I just feel like it's not that I'm blessed or any of that. It's just that I see things differently. People see black and white. I see color. This is not a gimmick. I've looked like this since I was 12 years old. People thought I was a weirdo. I was a child, whatever. Oh, keep your kid. Like, I just did whatever I wanted because I genuinely enjoyed it. Now, fast forward to this current day, it's like everyone has colored rainbow hair. Everybody looks like me, and it's like for the first time in my life, I actually fit in.
You fit in.
Yeah, it's the
people.
How do you
feel about that? Do you like that or no?
I hate it. If everyone goes left, I go right. I've been like that my whole life. So
but you were excited when Kailah dyed her hair blue.
Of course. I'm not gonna lie. I love when girls have colored hair. It's like you're buttering me up. It's like that's my specialty. You know, it's like, oh, you have purple hair. Okay, you went from a 5 to a 6. You know, color is life. Ever since I was little, I used to paint my walls all different colors and teal and purple, and I just always loved color. And people would always ask me, why do you wear color? I don't know. Why do you wear black and white? Like, I like what I like. They like what they like.
So we do have that segment called From the Ground Up. So let's get into that.
Now, from the ground up, I like to just know where does Shauniee Stylez come from? Who is Shauniee, and what is the Manboy Mafia? Tell us, from Jersey to now a Vegas local. How did you get here?
Vegas local. Woo!
Oh yeah, Vegas local now.
Part-time. If you're listening, Mom, I don't live here. I just visit. You know, I still live in Jersey, Mom. I did not move here. That's not my house. You see. I still tell my mom that I just come here for business.
Airbnb.
But yeah, when I was little, I was always different. I was always good at everything. I never found something that I wasn't like good at. Whether it was throwing a coin or a piece of popcorn in a fucking cup, I was good at that. And I was like, I just was against school. Like, school is great, but I just felt like I needed to be out there in the front line with the people. And that I didn't want a job where I had to sit and someone talk to me. And I just knew exactly what I wanted to do, just not exactly what it was. And when I was like 16 years old, the guys in the radio who happen to like boys too were trying to butter me up, and they give me these great opportunities. Do you want the real answer? Because radio is a dark world.
I wasn't ready for
I'm not
that.
going to say no names, but I'm just going to say.
I did not think that was coming.
Some people saw me at a nightclub. They thought I was cute. I know, weird. And they tried to butter me up. And
Literally.
And I was not buying what they were selling, and it made it even worse. But eventually, I used it as opportunity. And I got into the little radio thing, and I was doing nightclubs. I met some awesome ass people who didn't like boys, and I know it's hey, this is you want the truth or you want me to lie to you, you know?
What's happening?
So I jumped ship because I was like, I no longer need this, you know, and I decided that entertainment was something that I wanted to do. So I dropped out of school in 9th grade. My mom was not happy at all. Nobody was. My grandparents, everybody was like, you have to do this. But I truly felt in my heart that I didn't, and that I would be okay. I was the type of kid that never did a homework assignment his whole life and got C's. I would ace my tests. I would ace my projects. I just didn't do homework. I was just like, fuck it. Like, the teacher would just skip my desk. She doesn't even stop or slow down. She just knows, like, hey, he doesn't do homework. But, I wasn't against school. I just knew that it wasn't for me. So I got into the little radio thing. I was doing nightclubs, meeting connections, this and that. And then I just said, I don't want to say I'm just going to use people, but that's what they were doing to me. What do you think they want from me? A young kid, very charismatic, great personality. These guys are all older and washed up. They're kind of like, hey, you'd be perfect for my show. Well, no shit. Of course I would. And that's what I did. I was like, not interning, but like kind of like, I didn't want to be an intern. I wanted to be bigger than that. Like, don't call me. I wanted to be like, hey, I'm a part of your squad. I'm on your team. And I just met awesome people. And then I got into MySpace.
Ooh.
You want to know what
was Mikey in your top 8?
He was.
I was in the top 8.
So
he had it all hacked though. He had like
yeah,
a top
I'm about
45.
to get into that right now. So, computer science is my life. Like, I always told my grandma, if I wasn't handsome, I would do computers. That'd be my backup plan. I built them since I was little. So I was like, you know what? We had this bot, and I would go to people's MySpace pages. You remember their unique ID code? Mm-hmm. I would take that number and just put it in my bot, and it would add all the girls. And I would steal somebody's whole list. And I got up to like 200,000 friends.
Damn.
To the point where I had sex with Tila Tequila, and she had a smelly vagina.
We're dropping tea right now. This is
what
tea.
is going on?
Are we not
He got a shot of love.
This was before all the shot of love. Before that, she was just like a little hot import night model. Yeah, she was just like doing hot import nights on MySpace.
Anyways.
I almost had Forbidden. I was close. I was knocking, but I was trying to be like MySpace, and I got up to like 200,000 friends, and I met a lot of cool people, and then MySpace died. And I was just like, well, I'm not going to die. And I just maintained nothing. I was just cool, doing the normal day-to-day operations, and then Snapchat came out, and I was like, holy shit.
That's your bread and butter.
Like,
bread and butter right there.
This is perfect. Everything I say and do is gone in 24 hours. Like, this is what I like, Mm-hmm. And ever since Snapchat came out, my whole life has changed. It went from like normal fun to like, holy shit, I'm so committed into this now. Like, there's no such thing as like a day off.
Was it called Manboy Mafia when it was on MySpace?
No.
Or okay.
When did that come into play?
I was Shauniee Stylez forever, and then I changed over to Shauniee Smokes because I was smoking. At 22 years old was the first time I've ever smoked weed in my life. I never drank, never did a drug, so I'm a late bloomer. But then once I did that, I was just like, I did Face the Jury. I always was in like the web.
Hot or not?
Yeah, all that. RateMyBody.com.
Oh my God, I forgot about all that.
JerkMyDick.com. All of it. That's not really a site, but I was on all of them.
He had an exclusive website for just Philly girls too.
Yeah. Oh,
Really?
we're not.
I know it. Clubwhores.com.
TK. Yeah, it's TK. We didn't have .com yet.
It was called Club Whores.
Yep.
Basically, I would take pictures.
No,
How do
no,
you
no.
even get away with this?
He was like Kirill before
Fine.
Kirill.
Like, I would just take pictures of these whores doing these crazy things, and I would post them on my website, like, not even thinking, like, repercussions, which I never got. But it was like, nowadays, you'd be really fucked. This is like 15, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
These girls would come out and just, we had a booth. They would go in booths and, like, I can't tell
Don't
you.
even.
Yeah, but we'll just say that they were whores.
They enjoyed
And
it. They didn't say no. They definitely were
I
enjoying
posted
this.
them on my website, Club Whores. I was like 19 years old. I was trying new things, you know, and I became really cool locally because everyone was like, oh my God, like, I love that girl. Like, they were going to my website. Like,
People would be like, "Oh my God, I think I saw that girl on Club Horse."
Comparable to Secret Snap.
Oh.
yeah, that's the Secret Snap is my life. So then we got into that, and I was just Shauniee Stylez, my first. I'm on my 20th Snapchat account right now. My 20th anniversary. I've been deleted 20 times.
Isn't that because you hack it and they get upset?
No, I mean partially, yes. I mean, between that and my content, what I was posting, my first 10 accounts were like all XXX, like people from all over the world, like just wanted to be naked and show the world, and I was the guy that orchestrated that. They were like, "Shauniee, I love you. Here's my tits. Post me on your story, please." And I was like, "Okay, like,
Cool.
Fine, sure, I'll do that." And it just we started doing that, and it's like it's not like people are like following like a thing. Like, we didn't really have anything yet. When I first started, my first account was Shauniee Smokes. So we were like, it was still like kind of, and it was only personal. But then one by one, I don't know what happened. Like, I have no idea. I never did a campaign. I never promoted myself. Just one by one, people just started adding my account every day.
So you had all the XXX stuff, but Manboy Mafia is not XXX.
No.
So let's get into like, what is Manboy Mafia and how did that start and what is it now?
So the Manboy Mafia was created about 6 years ago. Before, like I said, I was already deleted at that point. But I realized that it didn't matter what happened to me, that my people will find me no matter what. That if it wasn't Snapchat and it was Dick Chat, they were all downloading it and coming with me. So my advisor, Dan from Die Epic, who gives me all my ideas and tells me what I shouldn't do, he's my advisor. He tells me, hey, I think that's a bad idea. And I say, well, fuck off. I don't. And then I do it. And if it's bad, then he's right, you know? Yeah. But he, I was man boy. Like a man, because my whole thing is, a man boy is a man, but still a boy. I don't.
Oh, yeah?
I don't really have any interest in being a man. Like, my whole life, they're like, you better be a man. Like, for what? Like, that doesn't, like, in my brain, being a man is nothing. Like, being a man boy is you get best of both worlds. I could be a man, handle my business, my family, my responsibility, and then be a boy and fuck off and run around and not have a care in the world. So that started there. And then he added Mafia. He was like, bro, you have a cult following. He was like, these people love you. These people will do anything for you. He was like, what about the Manboy Mafia? And I was just like, I'll suck your dick. Like, thank you. Like,
it's done.
Thank you. Like, that was great. And we just took that. And I don't know, once I kept saying it to myself, Manboy Mafia, Manboy, it just built me up. And I was just like, I'm ready to fuck shit up. And just every day, one person, and it's not even me. It's the Manboy Mafia. They do all of the work for me. They're the ones out there every day like, yo, you gotta follow this account. You have to follow this dude. When people are sad, people are having a bad day, that's what they do. They send my account like, hey, you should follow this guy. He might lift your spirits. Never, ever did I think that I was gonna be at a level I am now, changing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of lives. Like, I still don't believe it, like that I do this stuff with minimal effort. It's completely natural.
For the people that have never gone and seen your snaps, your Manboy Mafia snaps, what types of things do you do on Snapchat that people find so inspiring?
That's what I don't understand. Like, I in my mind, I don't feel like I do anything because it's just natural. I just wake up, oh, good morning, hope you guys are having a good day, blah, 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 and then I just Snapchat whatever we do, you know? And people, what I've realized is that this world is a very, very dark world. I've been representing teal and purple my whole life and didn't even know what that meant until the Manboy Mafia. I never realized how many people just don't want to be here. And I never thought that. I was just like, oh, who doesn't want to be here? You know, like, this is a beautiful place. But I thought it was like 1 out of 1,000. Like, no, it's like 8 out of 10. And when I was exposed to that, I was like, shit. like, this is a fucked up world. Like, these people are reaching out to me saying, you know, Shauniee, I'm really going when I seen the level of problems that people really face in their life, it was like my duty. Someone who doesn't have any problems, doesn't have any issues, has all the time in the world, it was like, damn, like, these people truly need me. Like, I'm all they have. They don't have nothing to wake up to look forward to. And that's a scary feeling. Yeah. And we don't see that as people. We just are so worried about what the person next to us is doing that we don't take time to really sit back and think, like, everybody has their own struggles, their own battles. Like, we don't take that into consideration. And I'm guilty. I never did my whole life until I was put at a level like this where I've got message. I have over like 100,000 screenshots for a documentary one day of like life, of like what you think life is and what it really is. Like, these are people that live a normal life with a great job, with family and kids, who just can't get it going. They can't get out of the funk. They just need something, you know, to look forward to. And I realized that I am that person for them. When they wake up every day, they want to know what's happening at the Manboy Mafia Snapchat. What are we getting into this week? And I always say we, because I'm Shauniee Stylez. I'm not Manboy Mafia. They are.
Right.
They built that Manboy Mafia. I can't build that. I can't go to 83 countries and say, hey guys, follow me. It doesn't work that way. I gain a person from Australia and they campaign me. You got to follow this dude. And now before you know it, we have 300 people in Australia that
I feel like it was really grassroots from the beginning of it.
It started all in New Jersey, Philadelphia, and then it slowly went out and slowly, like I said, I've never done an interview. I ignore all press. I don't do any videos because the Manboy Mafia is completely underground. If you don't know about the Manboy Mafia, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not underground anymore.
Yeah, it's still underground because I'm only posting this to my people, you know, like,
it's true.
You know, but I strived on never selling out. And I always said that I will never accept shout outs. I don't want to blow up. I want to go organically. I don't care if I have 100,000 or 100 million. I want everybody to be here for the same reason. You know, that's why when I hang out with celebrities and they try to shout me out, I decline because I don't want your baggage or your bullshit.
Right.
I spent my whole life literally creating a perfect formula where I get all love. Manboy Mafia is peace and love. It's spreading love, 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 picking people up. There's zero negativity. There's zero bad. So it's like, it's hard to maintain keeping zero bad. You know, you go to any of your favorite celebrities' Instagram and the first 20 comments are hate.
Yep.
Nope. Kailah
Trust
knows.
me, I know.
You know, like you go to my Instagram, you'll never see the hate. And if there was hate, I would take 20 seconds out of my day and swipe the shit off. I don't know why you guys don't do that. I can't stand going to someone's page. You make millions of dollars and you can't pay somebody to spend a minute to swipe 12 comments off?
Sometimes it's not even worth reading or caring.
But here's the thing though. That person has 1,200 up likes. And now when I come and say, who is Kailah? I just heard about your radio show and I go to your page and I see the first comments are hate. That's the first impression I'm going to get on you, even though that's not it. It's trolls. So in 20 seconds, you delete the comments. Now you're not giving these people a platform to be at the top of your comments, to get followers, ads, you know, attention, all of these things that negative people want, you give them. So I will vow to never allow any negativity into my life. You know, it's just, I don't know, it hurts.
And I love that. And I think that kind of leads into the whole CBD thing too.
Yeah. So after building the Manboy Mafia, literally one person at a time, I started getting all of these messages like, Shauniee, like you give me hope, you've changed. So like, it's kind of like compliments. When the Manboy Mafia made me feel so good that I do feel untouchable. And I do feel unfuckwithable. Like, I will go against anybody and not worry. Like, you could take someone with 10 million followers. Let's walk down the aisle together. I will blow you away. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's an inner confidence. I
don't want to say you have a cult following, but I want to say that it's similar to that because they will ride for you no matter what.
Yes.
And I've seen it time and time again.
Yes, and they've built me up to a point now where like I'm their king and I represent them. So it's like, I wouldn't be letting down one person, I'd be letting down 1 million people. So it's like they have me to a point now where I don't get to take off Snapchat. If I don't say good morning in the morning, then guess what? There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna have a bad morning. And I've realized that. You know, it's deeper than I ever thought I would be. When I say I'm committed to this shit for life, like I'm committed for life.
How did you get involved with Pharma Extracts?
So basically CBD this is about 2 years ago. Before it was like cool and publicized. I was coming to Las Vegas and I didn't live here yet. And one of the guys that was like a part of it was like, yo, this guy Shauniee's coming here. I follow him on Snapchat. He's awesome. We should hook him up with some weed. And they were just going to bless me and like give me a care package, you know? And it just so happened that it was Levi.
Oh shit!
And Levi,
that works out good.
Levi never gets like involved. You know, he's like ultimate super dad.
Levi was Manboy Mafia before.
No, Chris, Big Chris, our boy Big Chris. So Big Chris hit up Levi. I was like,
okay, that makes sense.
Drop this off. Big Chris was Manboy Mafia. He's
Gotcha.
like, I got this guy. He's coming to town. Give him some marijuana. Take care of him. He's a really good dude.
Yeah.
I love his message. And so Levi actually came and met me. And when he dropped the stuff off, we were just chatting, and we'd be like, he's like, you want to go to lunch? I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I'm just sitting here, and we went to lunch and we talked, and he told me about CBD, and I had no clue.
Let me let everyone know, he's the owner of Pharma.
He's one of the owners of Pharma Extracts,
which is a CBD company here in Vegas.
The number one CBD company in the world.
My bad.
Yeah, please put some respect on our name, woman.
And now Shauniee is heavily involved in it.
Yes, I am now the director of everything.
Okay.
So
it's a good title.
It was a progression.
Yeah, I earned my title, which makes me feel good. My team supports me through anything. Like, I like to be the LeBron James. I want to bust through the wall like Jenny Jones. Like, look at me now. You know, I want them to be like, oh, you think that's good? Wait till you see what I got. I like that. I get off on that, and that's what they are. So I had no idea about Pharma Extracts. Didn't know what the hell CBD was, but I Googled it because that's what people who are hungry do. They want to, let me look this up. And I was like, damn, this does this, and that. So I got interested and I learned about it. I never used it. So I was sitting in Levi's backyard and we worked out our deals and stuff. And I was like, I want to create a Manboy Mafia CBD.
You never leave that backyard.
The backyard boy. Backyard boy.
Everybody calls me backyard boy because
you never leave the backyard.
When he used to come to Vegas, he used to just sit in the backyard and never go out with me, and then we had to go see him there.
That's what makes me happy. Like,
backyard.
I get my best thoughts when I'm just sitting in the backyard. Like, that's where I get my ideas, and I learn the most.
He does have a nice backyard.
Yes, the backyard is very nice.
I did a drop. Just testing, and I told Levi, I said, I'm gonna do like $5,000 in sales, you know, first time doing CBD. Mind you, none of my Manboy Mafia or I even know what CBD is. So I just did like a heartfelt thing, like, hey, listen, if you wanna try to better your life, you wanna, you know, I looked up what it did, I talked to people that it worked for, and I was like, I just gave them information from the heart. I sold $136,000
Jesus Christ.
in 24 hours.
Shit, man.
When I thought I was doing $5,000 in sales total, I did $136,000. I cried. I sat in the backyard, and I cried. I cried by myself, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" Now fast forward, all of those people that purchase now, I get hero status. Fuck the money. I can make money anyway. We don't do this for the money. We've never been in CBD for the money. It's for the people. And when all of those people went and bought CBD and used it, now I'm their hero. That's the stories that I've read and heard of what CBD has done. People haven't even looked out their blinds. This goes back to what I was saying earlier.
No, yeah, it all
anxiety,
ties together.
PTSD. It's a terrible, terrible world. Suicide, all of that. People don't even look out their windows. People don't talk to society. People just sit there and rot, and they don't have a choice because they don't know another way. So having CBD now, or people are like, I left the house because of you. So my first time hearing that, I mean, I'm like, you did what?
Yeah, that shit works.
You haven't left the house in 7 years. This is the first time. It's like, fuck.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, just because we've been affiliates for a little bit with Pharma, and
It's been 2
just
years.
getting the messages that we get.
It's been 2 years now, to the point now where, like I said, I don't personally use CBD, but every person I love does.
I do.
And
Shit is awesome.
the fact that I'm able to add this, because my whole life was about changing the world one person at a time. That's the proper way to do it. One person at a time. That's how you create the most organic, strongest base. If you skip steps, you get what you pay for. But if you do it one by one, you're gonna get the best possible results. So changing the world one person at a time was what I was doing with my suicide awareness. Adding CBD to that was a blessing.
Cherry on top of the cake.
Like, that took my life and what I was capable of doing and busted me through the door to the point where it's just like, holy shit. Not only do I save your life with my personality and jokes and haha, guess what? I got my fucking doctor now. Like, I got the good shit. I'm a doctor now.
Doctor now.
And we don't, we take pride the reason that we're the #1 company in the world right now for CBD is because we don't cut our shit. We don't sell out. Everything is 99.9, or we don't buy it, make it, sell it. It's all about the people. We are the highest milligram in the world for the cheapest price. And that's where we will never forget that. You know, we don't have middlemen with seed to sale. We do everything. These are people that sold their house, their Bentley, everything, and put their whole life because they believe in this CBD. 2 years ago, before CBD was cool, before it was publicized, they put their whole life into this, you know? So it was like, me, I didn't really put much into it, but what I brought to the table, I changed their lives as well. You know, everybody eats. You know how I always preach that? Yep. Everybody eats is a big, I have a chain made that says everybody eats.
I'm actually surprised you're not wearing it.
It's very special to me. You know, everybody deserves to eat. Regardless, you know, even if you're a piece of shit, you still deserve to eat. You know, animals, people, doesn't matter. I mean, I like animals more than people, but I love people, but everybody eats with something that,
yeah, facts.
You know, I preach heavily. I want my whole team to eat, you know, and the reason I'm by myself in a sense is because people don't understand that. They don't understand everybody eats. The little basic things that I've learned as a child from good parenting and by having home training, that's what worked in my future. Not geometry and algebra.
Home training.
Yeah, geometry and algebra that I missed because I dropped out in 9th grade. Guess what that did for me? Nothing. I've never used any of that shit. But home training, manners, you know, loyalty, that's the shit I use in my life. I use my manners and my loyalty to land $2 million deals, you know, because people understand real always recognizes real. I don't come in with no suit and no fancy spiel. It's like, hey, this is what I do. And they look at me like, fuck, he's killing it. Mm-hmm. He's doing something I'm not doing. He's driving a Bentley. He's got rainbow hair. He's wearing whatever he wants. Like, I'm not doing the right thing. And, you know, that's how I get my status, you know, by looking the way that I look. I know it looks crazy, but it works.
On the CBD note, what's your favorite CBD flavor? Because mine is Banana Butthole Blast.
Yes. Banana Butthole Blast. At first, everyone thought I was crazy. They're like, we're a corporation. I'm like, you're a corporation. Like, I get away with everything. Like, I'm a lifesaver. So it's like, but they're like, what about when people buy this for their grandma? I'm like, whose grandma doesn't want Banana Butthole Blast? Pineapple pee-pee head, you know.
I know mine does.
Strawberry dicky doodah, like, and I thought it would be great.
Unicorn vomit.
Yeah, when you hand your grandma a pen, you know, you tell her, here, grandma, suck this, you know. She's like, yes, you know, like, I enjoyed it. And people took a gamble with CBD. They all took my word and bought that in hopes that, you know what?
It worked.
What can really be worse?
My followers love the flavors, and they love the names of the flavors. It's fun. CBD is not serious. It's supposed to make people happy, you know, and I don't see anything.
And they all taste good. It's not like these are bad flavors. Unicorn vomit. You
Everyone
hear that?
Loves unicorn.
That's our best flavor.
It's
for sure.
delicious.
But it's like what it actually does for the people. It's like, but then you have people who don't want to believe it, but then they don't have a choice because they're like, wow, my inflammation is gone.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, my psoriasis is leaving. Like, holy shit, I've had it since I was 2. So it's like when you see results, like how I felt when they built me up and they gave me my confidence. It's like once you see results, that's it. Mm-hmm. You're hooked. You know what it is, and you go full-fledged into it. You know, and that's why CBD is taking off. Last year, it was a $20 million company, not my company. Oh no, sorry. Hold on. Last
industry.
year, $100 million industry.
Right.
We held like a percentage of the total industry. This year, $20 billion. So we're just peasants and ants now. It's like, you know, all the big shitheads threw their money that they have just wasting life. Like, oh, let me hop on the CBD train. Mm-hmm. But like I said, when you have the best product in the world, none of that shit matters to me. I don't care who's doing what. I never count another man's pocket. I never care what anybody else is doing. I care about what me and my team are doing. And that's the best shit in the world. So if they're not doing the best, then they're going to get left behind, you know?
We're going to get into some fan questions.
Oh, God.
We got some good ones.
Okay, so this is a really big one. I had so many people ask me this. Lauren DeForest wants to know how your dad's doing.
Shit. My dad is doing too good. I don't know how this man does it, but he does. He's actually coming home to my house in like 10 days.
Oh, man.
Aww.
Yeah, so.
Are you so happy?
I am very happy, but I also know my dad. He's my freaking dad. I mean, I've dealt with him my whole life.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, you know, he's, you know, my dad's been dead for like 3 months. He was in a coma. So hopefully he understands that this is his second chance of life, and you are no longer the person who you thought you were. You're a double amputee. You know, my dad has a problem. Not a problem, but he's old school Italian. My dad's a boss. He's been slick back and paying his way through everything. Like he's a made man. So it's really tough to take orders or like ask for things, you know? So he doesn't understand that I'm his boss now. I'm your boss, bitch. Like he doesn't get that I'm daddy now. I'm your dad. And when I told him that, we almost got in a fist fight.
He doesn't have any legs.
That's what he has fucking hands, Kailah. You don't need legs to have a fist fight. I didn't say a kicking war. I said a fist fight. Yeah. So he took that offensive, but I explained to him like, you aren't gonna talk to me like how you are. Like I take care of you, Dad. Like I'm a good cut that bullshit out. That negativity, that I own the world stuff. My dad was very like, you know. He was very like in his ways, so I had to like break him down and explain to him that this is not how we operate under my roof. You live with me now, and I create peace, and you're not gonna be that guy that orders and directs. Like those days are done. You are no longer that man. So now that's where we're at the stage now. I'm hoping he understands that he's been dead for 3 months. You've had a quintuple heart bypass. You've literally every possible thing that could go wrong to you happened. You know, to the point now where I said my goodbyes. I flew my whole family out, my brother, sister, everybody. And I just said, hey, you know, Daddy's gone. Like, we cried. And I just, for some reason, I don't know what it was, I just didn't pull the plug. I was supposed to. And I promised him that I would. Because he didn't want to be on a ventilator ever. And we talked about that. And I didn't pull the plug. And I was like, because I'm an optimist. I always think that, what if? What could it be if you don't give it time? So I didn't do that against all the doctors and everybody. Like, it's kind of like, all right, enough is enough now. And on my birthday, September 21st, I was leaving. And I was like, well, I'm heading to, me and my mom share the same birthday. I was going back to Jersey for our party. And I was just like, well, Dad, I'm leaving. Mind you, I've been standing there for 2 months next to a dead person in a sense. And he opened his freaking eyes. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I called, nurse, doctor, come in here, look at this shit. Then I start prying this shit's open, like, bitch, you gonna open these eyes? Shit. I start laughing and crying, like, you couldn't give me a sign earlier. So that was the first sign of hope that I've ever had before, like right when I was about to pull the plug, like, and
now he's coming home.
He's coming home in 10 days.
That's crazy, dude.
And he's gonna be living at my house in Las Vegas. And it's gonna be a riot, man.
The house that you don't actually live in, Mom.
Yeah. I mean, that house that you see me at, Mom, that I don't, that one, Daddy's going to live there too.
On a brighter note, actually got this question a couple of times. At Danny Ruiz 09 wants to know, is Sanchez still a bitch?
Forever. That's something that, like, I think Sanchez was just born a bitch. Like, I love Sanchez, but it's like he is just...
If we didn't get that question, I was going to ask that question regardless.
A couple people ask me that.
I get that question all the time. It's not even, at this point, it's not even a question. It's more like hey, I'm just touching up, just letting you know that he is still a bitch, you know?
Okay. So another one. So going back to kind of living in Vegas, and you have 2 houses, one in Jersey, one here, and you have a lot of dogs that are always over your house, but everyone wants to know... At Toast2121.
Yeah, I hate this question.
When is Stylez coming to Vegas?
It's like, I want to talk so highly about my Manboy Mafia, but some people are just fucking idiots. Like, they say that to me, like, do you really think that I want to be in Las Vegas? My dog's name is Stylez. My name is Shauniee. Shauniee Stylez. Like, that's my other half. Do you really think that I don't want my dog in Vegas? I don't have a mother here. I don't have anybody that can provide the love that my dog gets. My dog is spoiled. I had him since 4 weeks. You can't just be like, okay, see ya, Stylez, I'm going to work. Like, no. I'd have to bring my dog every day to work or have somebody watching him. He has ridiculous separation anxiety from, like, you can't leave him by himself. He doesn't know what that is. So I want my dog. My dog will be in Las Vegas when I'm completely settled, when I have people to watch, because right now I'm in Vegas trying to better my life for me and my family and friends for the next remainder of our eternity, you know? So it's like, my dog is the biggest part of my life, but I also can't bring him out here and ruin his life just because it's my dog, you know? It's like, you want me to bring my dog out to Vegas and lock him in her house and make him want to cry every day because I'm over here trying to secure the bag for me and my family, you know? So it's a touchy subject. every night I fucking hate sleeping without my dog.
Well, I'm happy that I asked.
Yeah.
So now
I've never slept ever
clear.
without my dog since I moved to Vegas. That was the first time in my life that I never slept without my dog. So he's coming. Shut up with that.
I had a lot of people ask this next one too. SS_Andrew_ wants to know, how long until we hear some music from Manboy Music?
I don't know. As long as it takes until we're there, man. You can't rush greatness.
True.
The music industry is the devil, and I'm not a devil.
Is.
I'm not a devil fan, and I know it. I'm very smart. I see way ahead. I see months and years ahead of things, and when you open that door, you cannot close it. And I try to explain that to people. Like, once I open that music door, I can't close that door ever again. That's it. I'm music this, tour this, song this. I'm not going to have free time to twiddle my thumbs in my backyard and be backyard boy. You know?
Backyard boy.
So
Hashtag.
it's a matter of, am I ready as a person? Am I ready to take on that huge sacrifice of potentially doing that? And then is my artist ready? So I told my artist, I said, listen, if you can prove, not even prove, because I believe, I know, but I want him to be a good person. So I told him, instead of worrying about making music and doing all this right now and worrying about quitting your job, because you have to learn responsibility. I could easily pay his life and not have to work, but what does that do? I hand you somebody. You need to learn what $9 an hour feels like so you can appreciate $900 an hour.
Yeah.
You know, so the music thing will happen. I told him, for the next 60 days, I want you to spread love every day. I want you to make somebody's day, and I want you to be a better person every day for 60 days. And then you can move and live in my house in Vegas, and I'll pay your life. Ooh. And that's where we're at right now.
Can I do that?
Like right at this current moment, that's where we're at right this second. So he's working on being a better person, and not that he's not a bad person, but it's just, you can always be better. Every day there's room for, I get better every day. I learn something new. If people that don't want to learn or don't want to put their pride to the side, because pride does not make fucking money. That's a fact. And people don't understand that their pride doesn't make money. So once he puts everything aside, gets a clear head, then he's going to get what he deserves.
This is going to be the last question from my favorite person.
Sky.
Yep.
Oh, you already knew.
And she wants to know, when are you going to have a Manboy meetup again in Ohio?
I don't want to just do Ohio. Like,
I mean, we don't have to do Ohio.
I know, but it's like, so I want to do like every major city, and that's part of where I'm going to tie in my music, because why not? Why not do a Manboy Mafia meetup with a concert?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that all the songs they were listening to for 5 years, it's like, hey, guess what, guys? I've been teasing you for 5 years with this song.
We'll be there.
Here it is, you know, but it's everything's good in moderation. You know, you can't rush greatness. I can't stress that enough, is that good things come to those who wait. Most of the time, people don't get good things. You know why? Because they don't have the patience to wait. They don't get to see what develops. They just want it now. They want to cut the trees down and fucking smoke it right now. They don't want it to bud and bloom into an amazing plant, you know? And I do. I want to wait, and I want it to be like done. I want to tap it like, are you finished? Like, you know, I want every last drop. That's me, you know, and that's what separates me. And that's why, you know, everything that I do turns out good, because I don't have that negative karma. I don't rush things. I don't just do things just to do them. Like, it has to have a purpose. It has to have a message. It has to turn into something, not money, but something of value. Like, you know, time is money as far as I'm concerned, and we never get none of this time back. This is it.
Just so you know, this is going to be airing on a Monday, and I know that you have a little jingle about Mondays. So happy Manboy Monday. Happy Manboy Monday, everybody.
Not as good as her, but damn, so we get to drop this on Manboy Monday.
This is a Manboy Monday, yes.
I'm actually really excited about that.
Wow, that's, yeah.
Worked
See, we
out
thought
perfectly.
ahead. We thought ahead.
No, it was kind of
No.
coincidence.
No, it was just set up this way.
Yeah, I was saying, you're not going to take credit for the calendar now. I thought that was made by the Mayans, right?
We think.
Mayan Mikey? What is it?
Maya and Mikey.
Any last words?
No, just keep spreading love. I'm glad I finally did this. You're the only person I would have done this for. Like, I don't do the radio.
Yeah.
I don't do the video. I feel that I don't need to talk about or boast about what we do. We just fucking do it, and we fuck shit up. And that's what the Manboy Mafia is about. It's not about self-praise. It's not about boasting. It's not about who got this, who got that. It's about what did we do together. You know, people meet each other that have nothing to do with me. I went to Florida, did a meetup, 100 people came. I rented an Airbnb.
And that was what Sky was telling me about you and how you've changed her life, because she's met so many people through Manboy Mafia at the meetups and whatever.
And they become best friends.
And they're really good friends.
I did 100 people at an Airbnb. I was just like, fuck it. What can you do? Charge me extra? Like, whatever. It was worth it. Those people made a group chat.
Yep.
And for the past year and a half, they have done everything together.
Yeah.
These are people who didn't have friends like that, who didn't have anything to look forward to. And all I did was just rent an Airbnb and say, hey guys, you want to hang out? Mm-hmm. And everything went organically. They're all friends, and 2 years later, this girl's pregnant. There's like over 100 Manboy Mafia babies.
Damn, dude.
100 plus Manboy Mafia kids.
Are any of them named Sean?
No.
They're gonna
so disappointing. Who's gonna do it? Someone's got to do it.
Somebody named their kid Handsome.
Oh.
No.
His name is Handsome, and I thought that's the great. I was like, damn, I want
That's a good first name.
That's a good middle name.
Yeah, my baby mom was Handsome is a freaking beautiful scholar name. That's a Harvard scholar right there.
They go to Yale.
My baby mom wasn't letting that, but
No.
the doing all of that and not having to do anything is what I was telling you about why it makes me so happy, knowing that thousands and thousands of people, we're in 83 countries from all over the world, can see somebody. When you see somebody rocking this, you will chase them down and fucking tackle them. Manboy Mafia, yes! When you see somebody wearing the gear, it's the biggest joy ever, because you know that that person is on your team. You know that that person has your back, and no matter what happens, they're riding for you. Even if they don't know you, like if you got Manboy Mafia on, you're fucking family. Like that's really what it comes down to.
All because of you, Sean.
And like I said, I can't even take credit for it. It's one person at a time. You know, I'm just one person, and I was part of that time. So eventually, you know, I want to pass this on to my child. I want him to be, he's only 11, so when he turns 18, you know, I'm pretty sure he's going to like bitches and he's going to love all that stuff. And don't worry, daddy will have them all lined up for you. So.
Well, I need to know, is King getting bitches already?
If you saw what his mother sent me today, you would be like, damn, yep, he picked him up at the beach.
King's getting bitches already.
All right, Mikey, any last words?
No, I think we're good, man. I think this is a good interview. We finally got the MBM word out into the airwaves.
Yeah, like I said, it's not something that I planned on doing. You know, people ask, oh, come here. I'm just like, you know, I don't really want people to know. But it's something to keep that people do need to know. And Manboy Mafia is a huge thing. It's not even big anymore. At this point, it's like, it's huge. And at the end of the day, like, we'll fucking kill you. With love. With love.
With love.
We'll still kill you.
On that note,
another one bites the dust. I'm so happy that you came.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for being my friends too.
Hell yeah. Thank you for being our friend.
There's not many people that I call my friend. You know, I have a handful. Out of all the people in the world, you know, that's my family. They're not my friends. You guys are my actual friends, like, that I hang out with since I was little. People that I call to, hey, you want to watch me eat pizza, you know? Even though I sit in the backyard and I don't come over much, just know you guys are my friends.
Well, you used to sleep over, but now you have your own backyard.
Yeah, well, you guys can sleep over my house. What the hell?
True.
I told you guys, use it as the pre-party, you know, Kailah house.
Yeah.
We got some plans for that.
You want to plug your social media?
No.
All right, fuck it.
You don't gotta follow me. If you follow me already, I love you. If you don't follow me, well, you better fucking find me.
All right, everyone. It was so fun. I will let you guys know who the next guest is on my social media at Kickin' It with Kailah. Thank you so much for listening. It was awesome.
Yes,
we did it.
Don't forget to spread love and suck it. Yes.